Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another round of Adiraiju plays Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. In this part, we found lots of moolah. Moolah, moolah. But we're going to head to the next part of this level, and it's a little tougher than the last one. Okay, I lie, it's a piece of cake, but into the dark vortex of doom we go. And what will we find at the end? A tank! And cherry blossoms. And targets. And some Japanese lanterns. I'm getting some mixed messages here.
Welcome to our tank training arena, Private Dragon. Now
Hey,
I've got a
Brat
prize
Pat.
for you if you can destroy all the dummy tanks. But you'll have to figure out how to get past the gates. Will
Okay.
you clear out the tank training arena?
Sure. Alright, so how do we kill the tank? Shoot with the X button. You can raise the turret with B and lower with A. Try holding down the Y for targeting mode. Turn the target with L and R. We clean out the tank training arena? Yes, sir, we will. Alright. Clearing out the tank training arena is pretty simple, actually. You don't want to mess around with the aiming mode because 9 times out of 10, all you need to do is just blow the boom-ba-boom out of this place. You're going to have to raise and lower the turret at certain parts, but we'll get to that later. These little buddies here, you're going to want to run them over. And God dang, how does that guy do it for long periods of time? You're going to want to run these little bunnies over because well, it increases your health. Hello, Mr. Tank. By the way, despite the fact that they're dummy tanks, they do shoot back and they will hurt you. Hello, side. Side, side. I swear that thing's mocking me. I find personally that it's quicker, faster, and easier to just blast the... Ah, crap. Just blast these tanks with ease. Squawk. You know, you'd think that if Dragonfly Dojo has these tanks just sort of lying around, you'd think that they would be able to... I did not shoot the bunny. If you think that if Dragonfly Dojo had just had these tanks sort of lying around, that they'd be able to defend themselves against the Riptocs. So basically they've got, whoops, incoming. These tanks lying around, but they fell anyway to those bozos that... on second thought, maybe that explains why they're level 1, because they didn't get as badly hit as the rest of the worlds. We'll get to the rest of the worlds later. Bing! And another thing that's a bit useful that you should know... You see all these brick walls and screens and stuff that the tanks are usually hiding behind? Now, oof, I just learned the hard way there. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wait for them to blow up the walls or whatever is in front of them, because if you do that, then you'll be able to shoot earlier since they'll be spending time reloading, and you'll be able to shoot these tanks to Kingdom Come. But you're going to also want to check out and make sure that you haven't managed to take out the screens, that you haven't managed to miss any of the tanks, because if you've missed any of the other tanks, it's going to get a lot messier. And then you're going to have to turn around, and then you're going to have to head back this way, and you're going to have to hunt down the other tanks, and if you get killed while blindsided, well then that's going to be bad. Boom. Fortunately, there's only 21 tanks in this stage. Bunny go squish. That was horrible. Oop. I think I see one. What, did the explosion not tip you off? Boom. Slow down. Fortunately, your tank can take up to about, I think, 4 hits, while the other tanks can't.
Well done,
Get
Private.
one.
You're a clever dragon, ain't you? Smart enough to get the gates open and skillful enough to survive the tanks. As a reward, I'll let you have the dojo mascot.
That's convenient. Whoa, holy cow.
Hey, it's Cub.
Hi, Cub. There seems to be a small tornado brewing outside my house. Oh,
If
boy,
you'd like,
that was
I can set
slightly
up some
alarming.
more dummies for you. Would you like to do some target practice?
Sure. I mean, we already got past the dummy tanks that shoot back. I'd like some targets that don't shoot back. Aw, oh, man, he's just asking if we'd like to do it again. And by the way, I don't think we get another Dragonfly the second time we do it, so I'm just gonna leave here. Of course, I could be wrong, but at any rate, we go now. So, wait a minute. You're saying that you kept this baby dragonfly that's not even supposed to be here as the mascot? And if he's just the mascot and we're not supposed to rescue him, does he really count toward our total score? That's somewhat disconcerting. Oh well. I guess all we can do now is head back into Dragonfly Dojo main territory and do what we do best. Namely, glitch out. Wait, what the? And then Spyro goes through all the animations he was supposed to earlier. Yeah, right after loading, this game is... For a few seconds right after loading, this game is ridiculously just silly. Okay, even sillier than usual, but you get the idea. Boosh. Boom-jaga-laga-laga. Hello, Mr. Riptok. Goodbye, Mr. Riptok. I think I'll take that gem from ye. And I'll head across that bridge over... Ooh, first off, I want to set these things on fire. These things are on fire! Whoop, come on. Oosh. Ah, darn it. I hate when this happens. These little dragonflies, in case you haven't figured out by now, are not very grateful little dragonflies. They are not going to help you in getting recaptured, and the second they see Spyro, they're going to run away from him. Remember Sonic 3D Flicky's Island? It's a bit like that with the later Flickies. They're just sort of going to run away, and you're supposed to catch them, even though you're trying to help them out. And even at the end, if you lose track of them, they're going to be obnoxious about it. Ugh. Come on, little orange bastard. You're mine. Come on, where'd he go? I told you they were obnoxious about it. I hear a Riptok. Somewhere around here. Oh well. Forward. And by the way, but if you lose track of a dragonfly for too long, I believe he'll head back and you'll find him right back where you found him in the first place. So, ah, dang it. Where'd he go? I think I'll take this. Sparkly, shiny gems. By the way, there is an atlas in this game that allows you to figure out exactly what levels you still have gems and dragonflies to find in, and even gives you hints on where to find the different dragonflies. Not good hints, but hints. And yeah, that's what it does. So I guess we... For some reason, bubbles can't destroy wicker baskets. Who knew? No, that little kid's not getting his kite back immediately, but we'll give it back to him soon enough. And smash. I do appreciate it when we get those bug-in bottles, because when that happens, things get a lot easier. Whee! Just keep moving forward. Although I will admit, when it gets right up close like that, Sparks gets a little aggravating, because he's right up in your face. Oops! Well, this is it. Final part of Dragonfly Dojo, the final gauntlet. This game doesn't really have bosses, per se. It sort of has a final gauntlet of weaker enemies, and then the stages just sort of give up. After that, that's sort of all she wrote. We are going to face Ripto at the very end as a final boss. Spoilers, not really. But other than that, that's pretty much it. No real bosses.
You have done well, little dragon. Freeing the dragon senseis took much courage. I think this baby dragonfly will be safe with you.
Certainly be safe with you, Mr. Ice Pop.
Hey, it's Roxy.
Well, that's the end of Broxy. She spontaneously combusted.
Spyro, find and return the remaining baby dragonflies. They are the fortune of the dragon realms.
Not to mention the only way you can get to later stages. Yeah, that was about it. Whee! Oh, wait a minute, I went the wrong way! Doggone it! Let's try that again. About face! Just head up this way, and... Wait a minute. There was a little crack in the mountain there through which I could realize that there's not much to... Oops, watch out for this guy. Through which I could see that there really wasn't anything under the mountain. I'll take that. You know what? I'm not going to go through that door yet, that gateway yet, because this door up ahead is our real target. What the heck was that siren all about? Nope. For a second there I thought the tornado had just turned into a real tornado, but not really. Anyways, remember those huge gates that I saw earlier? Well, those are them, now opened. Now you can make a full loop around the entire stage, even in reverse. It's a nice little touch there. Up, and away. But first, let's check it. Nope, looks like we're all done here. Off into the... splat. You'd think that we'd disappear or something, but no, we just go splat into the building behind us. So we got 888 total gems. That's nice. The only thing that's really kind of weird is that whenever Spyro's traveling like this in the loading screens, it's on a wraparound. And that means that if you give it enough time, we're going to pass the sun more than once. And you're like, hey, wait a minute, we're just going in circles here, aren't we? Loading my foot. Oop, and away. I think I'll celebrate by slaughtering some sheep to the Dragon God. Hey, Mr. Dragon Spirit, how you doing?
Spyro, the magic of this sacred rune will grant you the power of electric breath.
Cool. That gigantic lightning bolt there, I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. So yeah, that's it. It gives you electric breath. With electric breath, you can do exactly what it sounds like. You can zap things. It comes out in a whole bunch of different lightning bolts that'll send your opponents flying. Or at least send them paralyzed. Alright, we can get on with the game. Ruby, 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 emerald, ruby. You know, I get that this backstory behind all the gems is that the Riptocs, when they were collecting everything... What is it now, Sparks? Press and hold the Y button to look around. Sometimes you can get a better view this way. So yeah, that's how you do first-person view mode, with the Y button. Looks nice. Looks real pretty. Looks real pretty. But on the other hand, it's also a little bit, what's the word? Pointless. Probably because Spyro's big freaking head gets in the way.
Hey, it's Kenichi.
Hey, Kenichi. Goodbye, Kenichi. Guess we're just gonna... Oop. I'll just take that, and then we're gonna head back up here. Splat. Bye-bye, Mr. Sheep. Feeling a bit sheepish, are we? Yeah. So what do we find? Ooh, hello. This looks familiar. Hey, Spyro, you found a challenge portal. That's exactly like the one before.
So what's
Almost.
the challenge this time?
So what's the challenge this time? This one is a lightning breath challenge. Once activated, 8 targets will appear in your area. Find and zap them all with your lightning breath before time runs out. Activated?
How
do I activate the portal?
I don't see any switches or power buttons.
You purple butts. Don't you remember last time? So yeah. However, unlike last time, where the targets were scarecrows, this time the targets are these electric knob things. Find and activate them all. Oops! Or just screw up. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this one. Up, and away! That was so... Wait a minute, Sparks! No, not now! What are you doing? Climbing is the best way to get yourself up to those out-of-reach places, Spyro. Anytime you see a ladder like this, just jump up against it to grab on, then use those control stick to move in any direction. You can jump while on the ladder by pressing the A button. To get off the ladder, either climb all the way to the top, or press the A button while pushing down on the control stick. So, we're going to head up, and we're going to... What the... A glitch! Sparks! Help, Sparks! I think I just snorted reality up my nose again. Sparks?